2022 is over, so it's time for me to see where am I with my perfume collection. I will go through all my bottles, tell you why those perfumes are so dear to me. Also, I will think a bit, what am I missing and what I will be looking for next year. So as you can see, my collection is not massive, but definitely bigger than average. I keep my scents in a darker corner on the open shelf at the moment. I also have this organizer for samples. I have a lot of samples and I actually use them, so it's really convenient to keep them organized. So let's take a closer look at my perfume collection. I will begin with my latest perfume. It's Nektar from Laboratorio Olfattivo. This scent, it's powerful, it's confident, captivating. It is honey first of all, tonka bean and delicate leather. I met this scent this summer, and when autumn came, I fell in love with this scent. It was my companion through this entire autumn, starting from 2 ml sample until this 100 ml bottle. This year wasn't easy for me for personal reasons, and in autumn, important changes and achievements in my life happened, and it brought me confidence, and all the time this fragrance was with me. It's like armor for me. It's strong, dark, it secures my personal space. I think every perfume lover might have that one scent that makes them feel protected. And yes, it's dark, it's moderately sweet honey scent. There are some sorts of honey that are darker, more intense. So it is this one. For me, it's meaningful, and just perfume itself is really fantastic. It's addictive. So that's my latest purchase. Now I will move through my collection a bit quicker. I think it would be reasonable to mention first the scents I'm wearing a lot those days. And of course, Gris Charnel from Diptyque, as known as the perfect rain fragrance. I agree, it fits so well for those melancholic autumn days. But not only, I've been wearing it throughout the year. How I would describe it? Well, imagine a fuzzy cashmere sweater that absorbed the scent of freshly infused black tea with fig. It has notes of sandal, vetiver, fig. My description is very far from the idea that Diptyque puts in this fragrance, so if you're curious, go check it on the website. But this is how I feel about it. It's almost like a fuzzy texture of the woolen sweater. And it sits very well on woolen things, cashmere things, clothes. Not all the fragrances work well with wool, since the wool has the scent of its own. But Gris Charnel is just a perfect companion for your favorite sweater, scarf, woolen coat. Honestly, it's one of my favorite perfumes ever. I also like it on my husband. We share this one. Another scent I'm wearing a lot those winter days is Siwa from Memo. Oh, it's my love. It's so cozy, comforting, buttery fragrance. I would describe it as a scent of a rich body cream we would put on our skin in colder season. It has the notes of orris, the root of iris, that often brings this cosmetic skincare feel. Other notes I get here are vanilla and lots of floral notes. It's very soothing, creamy scent that brings me a bit more comfort on those cold days when I need to wake up early and leave my cozy home. It's cocooning, cocooning scent. Memo has a lot of great fragrances and I definitely want to try more of them. Speaking about Memo, I have to mention Floraiku, its sister brand. I'm familiar with almost all of Floraiku's scents and I have one. I'm coming home. It is so pleasant and non-offensive, it's like a cloud. Carefree scent. It's so simple and easy to understand. It's a cup of jasmine tea with ginger and a spoon of honey. It can never go wrong. If I don't know what to spray on my skin, I will grab this one. Floraiku has a whole line of tea fragrances inspired by Asian tea ceremonies, and all of them are really good, delicious, but this one is exceptional. I love tea and I love these fresh aspects of jasmine. I mention it because, you know, white florals can be different. It can be very indolic, heady, but this one is a cloud. It makes my nose happy. It's a perfect office scent. It will not disturb anyone, and it dries down into a soft musk all year round. Any occasion is perfect. Another scent that I use often is Lira from Xerjoff, and the reason I reach for it is it's my evening and bedtime scent. I don't really wear it outside of my house, and maybe it's good this way, so it would only evoke the sense of comfort, warmth. It's very relaxing in my opinion, but only if you put it in a moderate amount. If I accidentally overspray it, it may feel a bit heavy, overly sweet, but as a little cloud of scent, it brings a lot of joy for me. People often describe it as a sweet lemon cake with caramel, and I fully agree. Lira is an ultimate gourmand scent. That's a gourmand. It's very, very sweet, and I love it. I love gourmand scents. Another gourmand, also from Xerjoff, Dolce Amalfi. This one is a bit more complex. To my nose, it's spicy, balsamic vanilla with delicious fruity note of quince. This combination of notes, fruits and spices, particularly cloves, it's so addictive. It was the first niche fragrance that I got when I became seriously interested in perfumes. It's so unusual, but I think it smells better in summer because this resinous aspect of perfume, it needs warmth, it needs higher temperatures, I think, but overall it's a great item in my collection. I really love it. As you can see, I love Diptyque. Here is Eau Duelle. Surprisingly a big dent in here. I love it. It's an aromatic vanilla, almost herbal, dry vanilla scent. It is so calming, grounding. It's not an easy reach for me, not only because the scent is quite specific, but also because this perfume is carrying some sad memories. I was driving for my father. He passed away not long ago, and during that time, Eau Duelle was the only thing I was wearing. I really value this fragrance, and I like the scent actually. It's beautiful. Another diptyque in my collection is Philosykos. It's an ultimate fig fragrance that includes all the aspects of it, a fruity facet, woody and green facets. For me, it's a clean scent. It's a scent of simplicity. I don't like that profile of scents that they usually call white shirt scents, those musky white floral cotton-like scents. I don't like them. So instead, this is my white t-shirt scent. It's fresh and green. Absolutely love it, and I never get tired of it, honestly. I can use it all the time. Stunning, clean fragrance. Absolutely must have in my collection. And the last diptyque bottle, Dawson. This is my type of tuberose. It's youthful, bubblegummy, it's very feminine. I don't reach for it right now, but on summer days it's perfect. It makes me feel very feminine, gentle. When I'm in the mood for this scent, I would dress a bit less casual. Maybe I would put some makeup and put some jewelry. It elevates me, this youthful tuberose, so beautiful. This is the only tuberose fragrance in my collection, and I don't think I need anything else. This one is just enough, it's perfect. And then let's jump to something delicious and very loved in my family, Sucre Noir from Arte Profumi. I bought this one during my trip to Italy this summer. It carries my memories of my lovely vacation in Rome. It's amazing. It's pure vanilla scent, but very projecting. It's not too sweet. It's more like natural vanilla, like a vanilla pod would smell. I'm kind of saving it for special occasions because this scent is really special. Ultimate vanilla. Another rare and pretty thing is Jeux de Peau from Serge Lutens. This is the perfume bottle. When I think of perfume bottle, I imagine this table flacons from Serge Lutens. Like, this is the perfume. This is how perfume should look like. But the scent is pretty unusual too. It smells for me like a freshly baked bread with some dry fruits. It has lactonic nuances that bring this scent into gourmand category, but at the same time it's a bit melancholic, a bit dry, thanks to this beautiful note of wheat and barley. It's a bit naughty fragrance. It needs time and purpose, but it's truly wonderful. I love it. Another Serge Lutens fragrance I have is Fille and Aiguilles. It's mostly my husband's fragrance. He loves it and I love it on him. It's a forest. It's a pine forest, moist, quiet. It has the note of pine fir and dry fruits, and this combination is magical. It's very appealing, especially in winter. It's a pretty long-lasting thing. Very deep, rich fragrance. Fille en Aiguille. Then we have Dimma from Maria Nilsdotter. I have a dedicated video for this fragrance where I also show a few pieces of jewelry from this house. It's a jewelry designer, first of all. I love to describe this scent as a handful of nuts roasted with sugar on a bonfire. It's mysterious, it's dark, it's definitely smoky, like really smoky with comforting vanilla amber base. It's very atmospheric fragrance. It's very delicious. Let's move on. Then I have a few bottles from Jo Malone. My most favorite is Wood Sage and Sea Salt. It's very calming, meditative scent. It's my third bottle. I just keep repurchasing it. It's overall very pleasant scent. It's suitable for any age, for any gender, just such beautiful neutral scent. It's really nice. And then I have English Pear and Freesia. This one is so bright. It's almost sparkling like a glass of champagne. It's very happy scent. Interesting fact, that was my wedding scent. I don't know why I chose exactly this one. Maybe because it's so bright and happy. It's just so beautiful. And the last one I have is Mimosa and Cardamom. This one is very gentle, soft, slightly powdery scent. I don't reach for it often, but I keep it as a memory. When my father was still here, I was traveling to another country to see him, and all the Jo Malones that I have, I bought from duty-free in Helsinki airport. My father loved them, all my Jo Malones. He even asked me to bring some for him to give as a gift for his friends. I have good memories, like very kind memories. It's my father's favorite brand. Okay, this one is Summer in a Bottle, Sunset, a carefree vacation in a bottle. All this is still live in Rio from Olfattivo Studio. If you come across this house, Olfattivo Studio, try this fragrance. It's definitely citrusy, sweet, almost gourmand. It reminds me of a cocktail because of the notes of coconut, rum, mint, and lots of different citruses. Still Life is another fragrance from this house. It's also fantastic, but I prefer in Rio versions, like a flanker. This one is more rich, intense. and just very delicious fragrance. Then another drop of summer for me personally, L'Imperatrice from Dolce & Gabbana. It's carefree, it's very light, sexy fragrance. It's such an easy reach and very appealing. It's simple, rather affordable, but truly it took its place in the history of modern perfumery. It's very popular and it deserves it. It's very fruity fragrance. It's my second bottle actually. I really love this one. Scent of summer, of happiness, very youthful. As you can see, I have some very unique, expensive fragrances, and at the same time I have some popular, even hyped fragrances. One of them being the Lina from Parfums de Marly, classic version. That's the one I prefer. Doesn't matter what anyone says, I love it. It's a masterpiece. It makes me feel so good when I'm with the Lina. I feel more confident, more feminine. It has magic power. Fruits and peonies is what I mostly get in it. And you know, Eli, my husband, he loves it. It's one of his favorites. So it's true that men love the Lina. It's 10 on 10 for me, really. Although I think that this one doesn't work very well with woolen clothes. It's not a winter scent. I think it needs to wait for spring. And I cannot wait for spring. Next one I have is Éclat d'Arpège from Lanvin. It's lilac. It's first of all a blooming lilac. I used to wear it a lot, but nowadays my taste has changed a bit. But a few times a year I will still reach for it. It's classic, it's pure femininity. It's getting a bit dated maybe. It's been on the market for many years. But I will remember my young years with this one. I think it's my second bottle, yeah. Ellie brought me this one from Paris when we were just starting to date. So romantic. It's really beautiful fragrance. A bit old-fashioned maybe. Okay, this one is almost empty. It's Tacite from Aesop. The last drops left in the bottom. Will I repurchase it? Maybe. I still love it a lot. It's woody scent with yuzu and basil. It's very green and woody. It's actually the segment I want to research next year. Woody and citrusy. My goal is to find a long-lasting cologne, citrusy cologne, a perfect woody scent, and maybe even dive a little bit into oud fragrances. So this one is a good candidate for being a perfect woody scent, but I think I should research other compositions as well. All Aesop fragrances are fantastic and worth your attention. They have this stunning aquatic scent, karst. Oh, they also have a very good rose scent. I should revisit this brand. Do they sell sample kits? I'm curious. This little guy, it's Molecule 01 from Eccentric Molecules. It's pure ISO Super. I liked it when I first bought it. ISO Super is kind of smell like wood, but a bit more skin-like, a bit more quiet. I don't use it anymore. I'm not into this category of second skin scents based on Ambroxan, ISO Super, Cashmeran. I'm kind of over it. I'm even considering to sell it or gift it because I don't have this emotional connection with Molecule 01 anymore. Just doesn't resonate with me really. Oh, let's give some attention to those dinosaurs in my collection. Those are a couple of miniatures from Fragonard that I bought from my first visit to France. This one is Belle Chérie. It's a fruity floral, charming and very youthful composition. The second one is Eau Duelle. It's also fruity floral, but a bit more strict, a bit more cold, elegant thing. They are probably 15 years old bottles. I keep them like for memory, for reference. There's very little left. Okay, the last one, Le Parfum for men. It's Elise perfume and my favorite men perfume. It's fresh, clean and so attractive. We went to the shop and Ellie asked me what perfume I want on him. I picked Le Parfum, a classic version. And yeah, I truly love it. It's so good. My favorite male perfume. I love my little collection. Every bottle means something for me, and it was brought on this shelf for a reason. That is why we call it a collection, right? Thank you for watching, and I wish you a good year from all my heart.